Hi guys, welcome back. This is TinaGale with my Scrappy Ideas, and it's Tuesday, which means Disney. So I have a couple of photos here from Disney at the Ghirardelli little ice cream shop. So I pulled out the Simple Story Summer Vibes collection. I thought it was perfect for just the summer ice cream feel. So I have the 6x6 pad, and I've already pulled out just a few sheets that I think I'll work with. Just cutting apart and doing some different embellishings with those, I think. And then I have my paper, which I'm kind of planning on doing this as the background, I think, but I have all of these different sheets pulled out and the two sticker sheets, the Alpha and the Fundamentals. Then I also pulled out all of the embellishments. So I have the photo stickers. If you follow me, you know I love their photo stickers. I have their brads and their washi paper tape. And I pulled this alphabet out. I have some bigger pieces I'll show you for titles, but I'm thinking of this is a really nice small font, so I'm thinking I might use that. I pulled out El Studio Sienna wood veneers, and I've just pulled this one little wood veneer out. These are the American Crafts chipboards that I was talking about, so I've pulled out these to kind of work as titles. So that's what I'm saying. I think if I do a little subtitle with the name of the shop and stuff, I'm thinking these will work. So that's what I've pulled, and let's get started. So I pulled a sketch from Scrap Our Stash. It's number 17. You can check out on their website, and I will link on my blog. And so the first thing I did was just cut my big background pieces that I want underneath my photos, just to ground everything. And then I took my 6x6 pad, and the sketch has these 3 triangular pieces, and so I just cut it in half to make a 3x6 strip, and then drew my little dot in the center and made my perfect little triangle. And I'm so proud of myself, thinking, aha, I got this. Well, this would be the beginning of all of the mistakes that happen on this layout. So I cut these first 2, and then I had this one that had the words on it. So your first warning, when you have words, be very, very careful and think things through so that your words are going right side up so that you can read them. So I've cut all of these and I stick it up there, and then I'm like, what did I do? And so then I'm like, okay, I could pull it to the bottom, but I don't really want it at the bottom. And then I'm looking at these floral pieces, and they have a wood grain behind, which I wanted the wood grain going all of the same direction and the same direction as the green background. So that wasn't happening. I could have taken these 2 pieces and pieced them together, but I was still faced with the paper that said hello being upside down. And so I'm sitting here trying to frantically figure out what I'm going to do. How can I save this paper that I cut? And then I'm thinking, I still have the 3x6, so I can just cut another one, because there's no way I can piece those. So I go over and cut another one. Again, take warning, when you're cutting paper that has words, double check. Because what did I do? I sat and cut it the exact same way as the first time, and it's upside down. So then I'm like, forget it. So I actually walked away from my table for a little bit, and I came back, and so I decided I would just put the floral pieces at the top and the bottom, and I'm going to put the hello to the side, because then it will be sideways, and it is not the way that I planned. It ends up, it's okay in the end. I put so much on it, there's really not a whole lot of detail to which papers are in the triangle. So it looks fine, but it was just very frustrating that I just made mistake after mistake after mistake, that if I would have just slowed down and thought about it, you know, I wouldn't have done. But I always have this great pressure when I'm doing the videos and stuff to try to work quickly and not make the videos long and try to keep the content in there and stuff. So anyways, it all works out. I get it all on there, and I'm really happy with the layout in the end. So I've used the large 12x12 paper for the background, of course, with the sheet that I showed in the beginning, and then I took the green wood and cut a larger, pretty much a square, and then the striped to do a photo mat behind. And then I used the 6x6 pads for the 3 triangles, and then I just have these 2 photos that I showed earlier from the Ghirardelli ice cream shop at Downtown Disney. And in the sketch, they have them lined up straight with a little bit of space between the 2 of them. And originally I'd planned on doing that, and then when I laid them down, I decided I liked them kind of overlapping, and I tilted them just a bit, which is really funny because if you follow me, you know I like everything really straight and linear, and I just need order to everything, and I usually don't like things on angles, but on this instance, I liked it kind of all squished together. Then I took these washi tapes and I just went through, and you can see I pulled out about 5 different ones that I thought that would match these papers. I decided on the green one that had the different colored polka dots because it still kind of matched in with that background, and it was a contrast against the large background paper. So I just tucked it in the side behind the photo, and I'll end up moving it down further when I start getting my clusters and embellishments and stuff in. I end up having a pretty large gap on that bottom, so we'll pull it down and address it. So now I'm just going and I'm starting to pull all of the embellishments together. And you'll notice that I pull out a lot and I move them a lot. And again, I think most of it was just because of how the layout started with messing up the cuts on the triangles and stuff. I just was just flustered and not really thinking really clear, I don't think. I don't know. I was just, because I pulled out probably just something off everything that I had and tried it. But what I'm looking for, since I have all of these colors in the background and I want to repeat them in my little embellishment clusters, it makes it a little bit trickier because, like at the top, the background is in the blue and the teal, and I cut that little strip of paper that was already pre-decorated that had the little word strips and the heart and a little scallop punch and stuff. That is just a strip off the 6x6 pad, and so I pulled it up top because it blended in with the background but yet gave me some grounding for my embellishments. So all of that's kind of blue. So I need the embellishments to be something other than a blue, and so I found this Brad's that had the yellow sun. So I stuck it up there, and then I have this wood veneer arrow, and I was trying to pull those in because I have that Happy Moments wood veneer off to the side. So I really wanted to try to pull the wood around, and that stays up there till pretty much towards the end, and I end up switching it out, and I end up only using the one wood veneer. Then I had these photo stickers that I started, and I liked the little Instax camera, and because my title's going to be offset, I had this kind of gap in between there, and so I fussed for quite a while just trying to fill up that gap between my title and my photos. And you'll see that that kind of changes out too. I have a little Brad down there, and it's going to end up moving over to the left. So while I sit and I just play for a while, I'll tell you a little about the photos. These are from last May. My daughter and I flew out to visit my son, and we always go to the parks and stuff, but this trip, since he's living down there, he took us around Orlando a little bit, and so we have several photos that are food photos from just restaurants around there that he goes to. And then we went to Downtown Disney just to walk around. He spends a lot of his days off down there at Downtown Disney. And so we had went into the Ghirardelli shop. We always love going in there. If you go in to the one side where they sell the chocolate, they always have free samples. So we always start there, get our little free sample, and then we pick up chocolate for my husband because he's just a chocolate fanatic. And then the ice cream shop's on the other side, and we don't normally spend a lot of time over there, but since he's living down there, he knows all of the good ice cream. And so he convinced my daughter to go get this salted caramel I think it's classified as a sundae. It's huge, and she didn't want to because she doesn't like salted caramel, but he convinced her. So they were all just really happy. Yeah, they ended up, she didn't care much for it, but I stuck to my little chocolate and my glass of water and the menu. I just sat and drooled over the menu. They have such awesome ice cream and stuff. So if you're ever in Orlando, stop by Downtown Disney at the Ghirardelli, or I'm sure there's some in other places. But so these are just photos of my kids enjoying their ice cream down there. And so I thought the Simple Stories, the Summer Vibes was a perfect collection, and the colors matched in really well. My son has kind of a green aqua, dark aqua colored shirt on, and so he just kind of pops up off there. And I had an aqua shirt on, but it's covered up by the big menu with all of the ice cream. Okay, so back to the layout. I've now started pulling out the stickers from these photo sheets, or the photo stickers, and I've been putting those around, and they're not completely transparent, but they're not solid since they're meant to go over photos. And so what I'm finding is I don't want anything real distracting, but the arrow up the top and stuff, it was kind of getting lost, and I still wasn't happy, and I just keep messing and messing and messing. And I had totally forgotten that I had the sticker sheets as well, and a lot of these same shapes are on there. And so I spent too much time messing with this before I finally found those, and then I'm going to start swapping those out for the actual sticker sheets. So up at the top, I keep pulling off different stickers, trying to fill in that kind of awkward gap in there as well. And then that's when I finally, and I found the sticker sheet, and I found this really big cloud, and it's like, that's perfect because I have the sun Brad's up there. This will kind of bring all of those pieces together. It's going to touch the photos, the background paper. It's going to touch that triangle up at the top, and it's going to touch in with that Brad and everything on the very background sheet. And so it just helps bring all of that together. And so that's when this layout starts turning around. It's like, yes, so now I'm getting it kind of finished and where I want. So I had added the balloons onto the side over here that I'm working on that says hello there, sunshine, and happy moments. And then I moved that heart Brad's up there and replaced the one down below with the green. And I took those mint alpha stickers and I just spelt out Ghirardelli underneath the tasty treats. And I'm going to put the year, and I'm actually going to move it down below that arrow because I didn't like how it was coming off the page. It was leading your eye off of the page instead of through the design and stuff. So by putting it underneath the umbrella, then it's still kind of going there and it'll come back up. And I just put DD underneath the Happy Moments wood veneer just for Downtown Disney, just so that I could repeat that yellow. So now I have that yellow throughout all three of the places, and I have the teal, and then the multiple colors. I put a strip of the hearts in multiple colors up with the balloons, and then I put a strip of them on the bottom of the photo of my kids, and then the top has all of the different colors in the strips, and then on that 6x6 paper strip that I had added. So I've gotten everything repeated, and now I just wanted something like enamel dots, and I kind of played, but on the sticker sheet they have all these different size circles. And so since I already had quite a bit of lumpy in my embellishments, I decided to just do those. And so I just picked out some of the circles and I just scattered around. And that's going to finish this layout. And here are some still shots. I hope you enjoyed this. Come back next Tuesday if you're a Disney fanatic like our family, and I will have another Disney layout for you. Here's all my info. I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you're not already, hop on over to my blog for any links that you would like for this layout and close-up photos, and we'll see you real soon. Bye!